Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the BAB Webisode for April 2011, featuring Bonner Foundation Program Associates Michael Richardson and Kelly Barron. Hey, what's going on, BAB?
How's everybody doing?
We're here today to do the second BAB Webisode, so let's get to it.
This month, we're going to talk about what happened at Impact, as well as this month's tasks for what you should go over with your Congress reps. A reminder to update the weekly roster, get some newsletter input, and then talk about SLI. We just got back from Impact and had a really great time meeting with students, many of you were there, and just learning about people's passions about social justice issues around the country. We're really excited to say that 3 of the keynote speakers actually were Bonner alums.
So, along with the Impact Conference and everything that they had going on, we also went and did 2 tracks. I coordinated with Jerome Goins and Matthew Freiberg a track called the Youth Empowerment, and we focused around, of course, youth empowerment and students who are passionate and interested in that particular work. And we had panel discussions, we had speakers come in and facilitate workshops and training, and we definitely had a real good turnout, and it was very exciting, and it was definitely a success that we're going to continue to try to follow up with these particular students through listservs and sending them resources from our presentations.
And just like Michael, I worked on the refugee and immigrant track with 2 other full-time New Jersey AmeriCorps members, Giuseppe Cespedes and Cynthia Douglas. And we had a great time meeting with students and inviting partners and just talking about the issues. And we're looking forward to planning some more regional conferences or considering some issues-based organizing around the country. So in addition to those tracks, there was lots of your traditional elective workshops by partners and students and staff, and I think everyone had a really great time.
Mm-hmm. So as you might know, SLI is right around the corner, so it's now time for you to check in with your Congress reps about the big idea. Make sure that you ask them if they want to participate in the SLI by facilitating a workshop around their big idea, also just in general.
And when you're asking those questions, also think about the regional action planning. As BAB members, you probably have your own ideas about what your regional goals are and how you're going to continue that at SLI. But make sure you check in and see what their ideas are, and we can include that in the planning process.
And also, this information that you'll be recording will be on our wiki at the Bonner Advisory Board wiki page. So definitely take a look at that.
Yep, and we went over that grid in last month's webisode, and so you just know where to input this information so we have an idea of what the Congress is thinking. The next thing we ask that you help us out with is updating the weekly roster. This means just getting in touch with Congress reps and making sure they log on to our wiki or have their coordinators do so that we have the most up-to-date information at the foundation. It's pretty easy to update the weekly roster. All you have to do is go on our Bonner Network wiki and click on Current Weekly Update in the right-hand sidebar. This will take you to the Current Weekly Update page. Then click on Bonner Weekly Listserv Roster. Here, you'll find the grid, where you can have people put their contact information in.
So next, we need you to do the newsletter input. This month, theme is focused around Big Idea and SLI. So if you can get reflections about maybe last year's SLI and Big Idea presentations from last year and even some from this year, that'll be great. Also, if you can get reflections from Impact, we would enjoy those. So make sure that you go to the BAB Wiki to find out what your role is for this month's newsletter.
So lastly, Mike and I are about to start planning for the Congress track and other activities that are going to happen at SLI, and we want you to be a part of the process. So first thing we need to know is if you're coming. The dates are May 31st to June 3rd. It's taking place at Siena College in Albany, New York. So let us know if you're attending, and if you can, plan to arrive the day before, because we like to have BAB members there to help us facilitate and prepare for the conference.
Also, let us know if you're going to be able to do a workshop for the conference or would like to participate in that format, then we can plug you in as well.
And as you talk to other students or staffers, just spread the word about SLI and see if they're interested in presenting in various ways too.
So as we wrap things up, make sure that you record this information in the BAB Wiki, which you can find the address below.
And be sure to do so by April 14th, next Thursday. So that gives you a week to view this, and let us know your responses. Thanks.
So guys, that's all we have for you today.
But to help us sign off, we have a very special guest, Dr. William Meisel.
Honor love.
Peace.
See you.